This is truly a story written by Mia and written by Alia, and we want to do it justice. So while we are actors, we are also readers, and I want you to hear every single word, okay? Why did you do the things that you do? Why did you do this? Seems like all you do is cause stress and disrupt everyone's life. Why can't you just get it right? Why can't you just get it right? She was so young and so beautiful, you had no respect for her life. Just back to the usual? Get it together. It's like you have no heart. You're driving around in a car like you ain't just do a shooting. How stupid can you be? Uprooting everything that was planned for us to live in him. What did he ever do to deserve this? I really try to see where you're coming from, but I don't get it. It's just you're just dumb. Beating a drum over and over, can we get a different outcome? Can't even join a hot meal with my family without hearing gunshots. How is this sanity? How can it ever be? There's something wrong with our humanity. Everybody want to be a menace to society, contributing to my anxiety. Why can't it just be simple? What the heck is wrong with you people? I'm tired. Sometimes I wish they would just lock y'all up and throw away the key. Walking around with no regard for you or me, you know what y'all gonna get? Life. With no Parole. I'm through with you. No such thing as community.
When I was 8 years old, I saw my father gunned down on our front porch while my mom was cooking dinner. Ever since then, she was never the same, and then she started getting hot. That's when my anger started. Why did he have to take my dad like that? What did he do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why does she love the drugs more than me?
If there was some type of support system, somebody you could talk to, ask questions about some truth, I know how that feels. I guess I needed that when my mom started getting high too. I moved in with my grandma. Word. Why does she love the drugs more than me? I didn't know you went through that too, even though people like you live next door to me.
And she got a boyfriend. It was cool, I guess. And even took me to play football sometimes, but when he would drink, he liked to take his anger out on me, you know? There's a difference between discipline and abuse, right? Yeah? Nah, that was abuse. I thought he was gonna be my new dad, but then he got locked up for a long time, and I never saw him again.
My grandma did that kind of a discipline too. You know they don't play. But you're right, that was something different. So many of our loved ones behind the wall, instead of being rehabilitated, they're just taken from us. So many letters, so many calls, how many visits I have investigated.
With no dad and my mom outside selling our food stamps, I had to take care of my brothers and sisters, be the man. But I was only 8 years old. Needless to say, I wasn't very good at it. But if not me, who? I started acting up in school and the teachers was always yelling at me and kicking me out the classroom. I could tell when they looked at me, they hated me. My mom used to look at me the same way when she would remind me that I looked just like my dad.
I'm guilty of looking past you. Sometimes what you do gets in the way of who you are, or at least who we see. I've looked at my own children and saw their dad looking back at me, like the trauma looking back at me every day. Never knew they thought that I was looking like that, though.
I know I was looking like an angry kid, but now that I think about it, I wasn't really angry, but more so sad and abandoned and overwhelmed, I guess. Scared too, but no one saw what was in my heart.
We couldn't see you. We couldn't see your heart. We couldn't recognize the part that we played. Push you away to be sad over there, just mad over there, away from us and our kids. Y'all couldn't play together, God forbid.
By the time I was 12 in the 6th grade, I had been suspended dozens of times And even my family started calling me bad. One time, my middle school teacher even told me I was going to die out here if I kept being bad. Well, little did she know there were many days I kind of wanted to die. My family didn't love me. My neighbors crossed the street when they saw me coming, and my school kept kicking me out. So yeah, that's when me and the other bad kids started playing together.
We called you bad. Wanted nothing to do with you. Should have took time to connect instead of going about our days like usual.
I felt so alone, like I was drowning and no one saw me. It was almost like me acting up was like yelling at the top of my lungs in a room full of people, but no one heard me. I guess they were too busy with their own stuff.
Yeah, we were busy doing the work that you should have been doing. In the midst of the violence and the drugs, but we left to get you okay, and we left you by yourself. And that was wrong. You needed us. It's complicated, but I see you.
After 2 of my friends were killed in the summer of my 8th grade year, I really started looking at life differently. Well, shoot. If I could actually die out here, I might as well try to get some power out of life. I started hanging out with the homie I used to throw rocks at cars with, and well, before you knew it, I was fully immersed in that street stuff.
I always thought y'all loved that street life, but now I see it was about suicide. I had felt sad enough that I wanted to die before. I even took a bottle of pills once a few years back, but I woke up. Now that I see that your sadness got you chasing death. So while I'm ducking bullets, you're hoping the bullet hits you? The same way I didn't want to wake up that day, your sadness got you suicidal in these streets? Y'all think it's more sexy when you die that way? With honor in the t-shirts and glory in the candlelight vigils and fame on social media shares? I can relate to the sadness you want so bad to escape. I guess we both know what it's like to be suicidal. You just go about it in another way, but a way that hurts everybody around you. Your sadness made mine worse, respectfully.
I never realized how my sadness turned into violence and then made your sadness worse. I traumatized you because of the trauma I went through. But at the time, the gang became a loving family, yeah. They loved me just the way I was, bad and all. They would die for me. That's love for real. Girls started liking me too. All the bad stuff I was doing in the streets, they love that. I even was able to take care of my brothers and sisters now because I was getting money.
You thought that was love, and I get that. You had eyes and ears on you. They were showing you care. You're human. We all need that. But the reality is the pain of your world, your rules, your politics, your belief system, your street values, cycles of retaliation, stress, fear, and trauma, there is absolutely no education in the streets. No positive role models, just violent adaptation and absolutely no safety. It's complicated, but I see you.
The drugs you used to take helped with the nightmares too, but man, my sadness was bad by that point.
So many of my friends have been killed.
The things I saw and did in the streets messed my head up, and I was still sad about my childhood. All the stuff inside was like suffocating me. The drugs, the adrenaline all gave me some relief and escape from my actual messed up life. I finally got some power, some control.
Dang. Sometimes I just want to hold you accountable. I hear you about all the pain of losing power, making you want to get power by any means. I feel that. What's crazy though is you trying to get power by your means ended up taking mine. Violence takes my sense of power and control. Every day, deep on the inside, I just want control.
You know what? I never thought about how violence messes with your sense of power. The thing about everything I was doing in the streets was I felt powerful. I felt heard, respected, I felt accepted and even celebrated. I was famous on Instagram. Finally, I was seen. It was for negative reasons, I'll admit. But it was all I knew and so desperately needed.
You needed a hug, not a drug. You wanted to belong. You wanted real love for somebody to look you in your eyes and tell you that you matter, that you are special, important, and valuable for exactly who you are.
Right? I was riding on that power trip until I lost it again. The day I got shot, I was definitely never the same after that. I lost my innocence that day. Never felt safe again. The bullet in my back kept reminding me that if it was kill or be killed out here, I just wanted a chance to draw first.
Listen, one day I was at a crowded intersection and found myself in the midst of two rival gangs. I don't know who was in the car or who started it. Some words got exchanged, and next thing I know, guns busting left and right, car horns, kids screaming and running for their lives, everybody ducking. All I remember is pop, 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 and just sobbing until I got up and had the nerve to walk home.
Never crossed my mind how me drawing first affected anyone else but us. I didn't even see all the kids running, the people on the ground, your tears. So, then one night, a murder took place in a situation where my mom played tricks on me based on what I had gone through in the streets. And now, I'm serving 24 years in Trenton State.
Loss of two lives.
So, I get what you're saying. You opened my eyes to the way my lifestyle hurt you even when you wasn't directly involved, but dang, I was community too.
I saw
and no
you.
one saw me.
I saw you. I ain't trust you. Perhaps, nope. Perhaps I now see that I ain't really know you. So is that your story? Empathy is a building block of a healthy, functioning community. And I guess we're taking a step by sharing stories, huh? I know you were never a bad person. You got a good heart. You just went through a lot. I now see that pain turned into all the rest of your choices.
Word. Word. But now, I see how those choices deeply hurt you too. I swear I never saw you or else I wouldn't have done it. You ain't have nothing to do with all of that.
We never knew each other's stories. Or did we? It's no I in team.
Nobody wanted me.
Nobody wanted me either.
We gotta stop.
Isolated. We stay in the same thing. Gotta stop feeling like nobody cares.
Who can I
Share this energy with.
I did some things wrong.
We all have. Already dealing with so much loss of trust. We gotta figure this out.
If we can just work together.
Together.
I want to be safe.
I want to be safe. I want you to be safe.
I'm gonna be transparent.
I'm gonna be transparent.
Can we communicate?
Can we communicate?
I can love you better.
I can love you better. We can love each other better.
I want better.
Me too. We deserve it. Do you feel me now? If so, be me, be together, because we are unstoppable.